Now that I've gotten, I don't know, I think I've got a little over 100 miles on these shoes. I thought, why not talk about things that I like and things that I don't like? Maybe I'll actually learn how to pronounce these right. So these Altra shoes, if I'm gonna skip all the BS, I'll say if I had to go buy another pair of running shoes today, I would go buy these all over again. I looked at my Garmin. I think I got a little over 110 miles logged on these, and I've tried to mix them up in a wide variety of exercises. So I've done treadmill running, treadmill walking, plenty of outdoor walking, and obviously outdoor running. And these shoes have been really good. And I think so far, these have been the favorite shoes that I've had out of all of the shoes that I've tried. So I like these better than the Hoka's, better than the Nikes, better than New Balance. I would rather have my toenails removed with rusty pliers than have to run in another pair of New Balance. And probably not being dramatic enough. Those things are crap. These have proven to be the most comfortable, but the most, I think the word I'm looking for is sustaining. And here's a great example. Went on vacation here recently and we were at a theme park, and I had these shoes on because I knew that we'd be doing a lot of walking. And according to my Garmin, that day while at the park, we walked 9.5 miles. Naturally, if you walk 9.5 miles, you're gonna be tired, but I feel like if I had any other shoe outside of this one, then my feet would have just been annihilated. But I felt great. It was actually my hips that hurt more than anything. So I feel like these things did a really good job. Another thing that I've liked about these is they seem like they're holding up a little better than the other shoes. Now I had to be honest, all the other shoes, I wasn't doing a vlog about them. I wasn't looking at them as closely. I would just drop the numbers into my Garmin and say, hey, I wanna get 300 miles out of these things. And I would just track, every now and then I'd look at the mileage on them. But these I've been paying a little bit closer attention to, specifically the bottoms, the treads. Just want to see how these things feel on the inside. Are they breaking down? Do my feet hurt? Do my shins hurt? And so far, they're actually surprisingly well. And I guess, you know, if I'm looking for something to be hypercritical of, you know, if you pick a color like this, it's going to show dirt. So if you look at them real closely, I don't clean these things. You know, who cares about that? But they're gonna show a little bit of dirt. But so far, given everything that I've thrown at them, they've held up really well. Quick side note, I was out running the other day and my Nike shirt has literally started to disintegrate. I don't even know how that happens, but so if you see a big guy running and you know it's his right nipple is hanging out, I don't want you to judge me. Just let me be free. I think it's a little bit ironic and probably a little bit sad that an $18 Nike shirt managed to last longer than a $200 pair of Nike running shoes. But I don't know, maybe that's the point. If I was making running shoes, I'd probably want people to buy them a lot more often than a $18 shirt that was on sale. Gotta say, super happy with these. The soles, everything has held up really well. And it looks like I've got 4 or 5 more weeks if I'm doing the math correctly. So these things will carry me through that 10K. If you are a big guy and you wanna go running, I can't recommend these things enough. These have been fantastic. And in fact, when these wear out, I probably will just go right back to the running store and say, hey, hook me up with another pair of these. May just grab another color just to switch things up. But so far, these have been money. The running this week, I don't have any really complaints. I think everything went pretty well. Looked at all the numbers, everything still seems to be pretty consistent. I'm not in a lot of pain. I'm not feeling destroyed like I would expect. And my wife even said, you know, I'm really surprised you're running. I'm surprised that your back and your knees and everything have held up. And you know, so they have, and I feel really good about that. I've had a couple days where I thought that, you know, longer distance, that's never gonna happen. But I think that's natural. I think it's such a mind game when I get out there and I think, okay, I'm gonna kill this workout. And then 5-6 minutes in, I'm like, you know, what am I doing? I need to quit and just go home and eat Reese's peanut butter cups until I pass out on the floor. I think, so, well, I was about to say I think that's natural, but maybe that desire is only natural for me. I do think about think about Reese's cups more than I like to admit. My family can back me up on that. I think everything has been going pretty well. I have really honestly zero complaints. And in fact, what I've been trying to do is any kind of what I think might be a setback, I'm trying not to get on here and complain. I'm not trying not to complain to anybody about it. I mean, the reality is, as I get older, I'm going to encounter a little more physical challenges than I did 10 years ago. And I think that's natural. What I don't want to do is complain about all of this stuff like, oh, you know, my knees are hurting, right? Yeah, it's just so terrible. I'm choosing to do this. Like, I want to do this, and I have enjoyed this process, even with whatever obstacles or setbacks that I may have or will encounter. I'm still thankful that I can do this. So what I'm trying to do with my outlook is say, okay, whatever comes up, maybe it's an injury. Okay, yeah, it's not ideal, and it'll probably bum me out for a little bit, but I can work around that. I feel like whatever comes up, I can find some way to adjust and adapt so that I can keep going. And I feel for me, that's the kind of approach that I want to have, rather than the minute something pops up bad, that it just shuts me down and all I do is complain about it. I'm not trying to do that anymore. I'm just trying to really enjoy this in whatever way possible. That's all I got. You got a really brief shoe update. Probably more information about the Altras than you really wanted or needed, but I just gotta say, I freaking love these things. And no, they were not sent to me. I didn't get a discount code. I'm not, as you can probably see by the following count that I have on YouTube, I am not that famous. For the 19 of you out there who may want a running shoe recommendation, so far, this is gonna be my top pick. So until next week.